Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to the Horror and Beyond show. Today I'm gonna react to one of the most prominent UFO incidents in the history of mankind. Of course, I'm talking about the Zimbabwe UFO incident that occurred in the 90s. To give you the backstory here, it's a bright day, kids are playing out there in their schoolyard when they witness something hovering in the sky, something silver, a silver shaped object. It's quite big. That thing later on lands somewhere near the school, and there are a bunch of beings coming out of it. Those beings telepathically communicate a message, an environmental message to the kids. And the message is, you're destroying your planet. So a lot of those kids are scared. Like many of them, they go back to their school. They go back into their classrooms. They are crying. They're of course like scared after witnessing something like that. And the following day, their parents, they decide to go there to see what's up. But the teachers first they are very dismissive, and later on they are like, we don't know what exactly happened. All right, that was the story. To this day, a lot of people say this is a hoax, this is BS, but we have other people who say no, it actually happened and it's a true story. Why? Because we are polluting our environment, we are destroying our environment, and those beings they came to us to give us a warning that hey, you're just doing damage to your environment, it's very detrimental, you gotta do something about it. So they wanted to warn us. Anyways, I'm gonna go right ahead and react to that. But first, I'm gonna play a clip here for you. We're gonna watch that clip together. So there are a bunch of interviews with those kids. Those kids they talk about their feelings, their experiences, and their encounters with those beings. While the clip is being played, I'm gonna react to that, and when it's over, I'm gonna give you my overall conclusion. So, without further ado, go right ahead and watch the clip. Here you go.
Something scared you, is that right?
Yes.
What scared you?
The noise.
What noise?
The noise that we heard in the air.
You heard a noise in the
Yes.
air? What was it like? Like a roar or a buzz or a hum or what kind of a noise?
It was like someone was blowing a flute.
That's very interesting. Usually, when there is a UFO in the air, it doesn't give out any noise. So, UFOs have this noise canceling technology. They are very silent, very quiet. But you heard the kid. She was saying that she saw something hovering in the air and it gave out some sort of noise, some sort of sound, as if somebody was playing the flute. Very, very interesting. Very, very interesting.
It was scary myself.
It was scary because you saw something yourself?
Yes. I saw a little object hovering. It was quite big actually, and then there was little ones all around it.
Wow, little ones all around it, an object hovering. I feel really, really bad for those kids. They must have been horrified. If I had been there, I would have been horrified too, man. I would have been horrified. Wow, wow. It must have been very, very scary.
Saw something silver, and then we quickly ran to the logs, and we saw a silver thing, and we saw a man standing next to it.
What did it feel like when he was looking at you?
I felt scared.
It felt scared? What was scary about it?
No, I felt scared because I've never seen such a person like that before.
Did you
Wow. You know what, guys? What the heck were they thinking? Those aliens were thinking. Just going to a different species, showing up, popping up right in front of them, giving this environmental message to a bunch of kids, minors, and it didn't just, like cross their minds for a split second that we might come across as creepy and scary. Oh my goodness, man. That's funny, man. When I look at this situation, what happened exactly, I'm like, how's it even possible? How's it even possible for them not to think about it, not even for a split second, that we might come across as creepy. We might give them this impression that we are scary. Oh wow, wow, good googly moogly.
See the eyes? What did they look like?
They were going like that.
Where was the pointy part? Was the pointy part in here, or was the pointy part out there? Up there.
Wow, talking about, of course, those beings' features, right, having big eyes, and they call just those kids call them little ones. Here we're talking about little kids calling those aliens little ones. Wow, it's hilarious, man. Wow, because there have been a lot of accounts saying that some of those aliens are quite tall, but here the kids are saying that they call them little ones. Wow, they were short. It's like is a same entity, or like there are different species, different entities of aliens coming to our planet to visit us. That's horrifying, man. That's horrifying.
And what was the feeling when you looked at the eyes?
It was scary.
Mm-hmm. And what scary? Why? What made it scary?
The eyes looked evil.
Evil. And what?
Wow, the eyes looked evil. Yes, yes, just like let's keep staring at them. They're gonna take it lightly. I don't understand, man. I don't understand. They didn't even think about it, that maybe they shouldn't do that. Like, keep staring at someone. Of course, you're gonna come across as creepy, rude, scary. By the way, a lot of people, I have heard it from a lot of people, man, who say, oh, those aliens, they are benevolent. They mean well. They have good intent. I'm not so sure about it. I'm not so. How did you study that? How you heard the kid? Evil eyes. They were scary. Why? Because they haven't done a number on us, not yet. And that's why you say they are benevolent? They mean well? I'm not saying that I know it. But what I'm saying, I'm not so sure about it, that they are benevolent. Maybe they are malevolent. Who knows? Who knows? You heard the kid. You heard the kid. She was definitely scared.
What's evil about them? Say what you mean by evil.
It looked evil because it was just staring at me.
Talking, like staring at me, staring at me, staring at me. They were a bunch of creeps, man. Those aliens were. Oh my god.
With what? Staring at you as if what? As if to do what?
As if it wanted to come and take us.
As if it wanted to come and take you. That was the feeling you got?
That was the feeling that she got. For them to come and take him. I don't know if it was the case. Of course, it didn't happen, right? According to this incident. But this is an impression that she got, and many of those kids got.
It wanted you to go with it? Did you feel like you wanted to go with it? No. Did you feel, what was the effect on you when you felt it wanted to have you go with it?
I just walked away and I started crying.
All right, yeah, they also said that, like they got that really negative, bad feeling, and they started crying. They went back to school. Oh my goodness. Okay, so I have a lot to say about it. Look, man, you are telling me that those beings, they decided to zip the universe from point A to point B to go to planet Earth. And they risked death, black holes, explosion, cosmic radiations, whatever going wrong, name it. So they went to planet Earth. And out of all those places on planet Earth, they decided to go to Zimbabwe. Why? So if they had this message, this environmental message, that hey, you destroyed Zimbabwe, contributes less than 0.1% to climate change. Why didn't they go to Russia? Why didn't they go to the US, to Japan, to China, to India, those big contributors to climate change? They just say, yeah, let's go to Zimbabwe. And their GPS is, still saying, recalculating. And finally they gave up. I was like, just F this thing. We're gonna land in Zimbabwe. Okay, so they are in Zimbabwe. Awesome. Out of all those places, they go where? They go to an elementary school. What? And out of all those people at that school, teachers, I don't know, like caregivers, name it, they decide to telepathically communicate a message to a bunch of kids, minors, 7-year-olds. Look, man, I'm at a loss for words. I don't know what to say. I call them Alien Dingbats. They were obtuse. They were stupid. Who would do that? Man, who would do that? Like, let's go. I have a very crucial message, important message, man. You're destroying your planet. But I'm gonna go and talk to a bunch of kids. Oh yeah, let's go. Yeah, those kids that I'm sure they even at the time they would think that carrots are poisonous. Give me a break. What is this? Okay, again, I am not saying that this is a hoax. What I'm saying, I'm picking on those aliens. They were stupid. Okay. I want to tell you this, guys. I don't know if you know that there are 100 companies who are responsible for 71% of global carbon emissions. 100 companies responsible for 71% of global carbon emissions. And to this day, we have some people who say, oh no, like they went to those kids and they wanted to convey the message because kids, they live long enough to do something regarding climate change, regarding the issue. It's total BS. Why? Because this thing cannot be done at an individual level, man. It requires mass mobilization from top down. All agencies, all governments need to get involved to do something. If all of us one day decided to go emission free, we wouldn't be able to put a dent in that. So those aliens, they didn't go to those countries that I mentioned. They didn't talk to people with power. Even just going to those countries and talk to, like random people would be laughable, right? What can you do? What can I do regarding that? Of course, everybody should do their own part. I'm not saying that the message was a bad message. Yes, there is a problem with climate change and stuff. But what I'm saying that the message was delivered to the wrong people. Why they didn't go to those countries and they didn't talk to politicians? I don't know, like who were responsible at the time, who were responsible for that. I don't know, like why they didn't talk to those guys who run those companies, like 100 companies that I mentioned. Yeah, let's go and talk to a bunch of kids. If this thing really happened, they were stupid. They were dingbats. Those aliens were off the rockers. So they weren't that bright, man. Something. Oh, they are so smart. They are so intelligent. If it's true, I don't see that intelligence there. I don't see the intelligence there, man. I don't see that. I would argue that they had the intelligence level of an ant. Those aliens did. Oh my god, that was so funny. I don't know, what do you think, guys? Maybe I'm missing something here. Maybe there is more into that story. Maybe there is something that I am not aware of. If you know something about it that I don't, please go right ahead and enlighten me. Tell me what you think in the comments. Thank you so much for watching this video, listening to me babble for 15 minutes here. Thank you so much for that. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. Yeah, until next time, have a good one.